How you doing, Duff here? Last week I did last weekend I did some mods to my Ninebot One. I added the black leg pads. I put grip tape on the pedals and removed the rubber grip stuff that's there. And I also removed the padding, the protective padding that I had on there. And I got an idea, something that I wanted to do, and I saw someone else, actually many people have done this, I've seen on YouTube, but I wanted to paint this outer ring. And it's not difficult to do. And I actually have some leftover Hugger Orange, which happened to be the color of my favorite vehicle of all time that I owned, a '69 Firebird convertible. But I have some Plastidip Hugger Orange, and those of you that are not familiar with Plastidip, it's kind of like a rubberized coating almost, where if you put enough coats of it on, you can literally, when you're tired of it, or you just want to change the color, you can literally peel it off, like almost like a car wrap or rubber basically. You just grab a corner and you can peel it off. So if I don't like the way this looks, I can easily undo it, unlike spray paint where you'd have to paint on top of whatever paint you already have, or try to use paint thinner and remove it, which would be a royal pain in the ass. But with Plastidip, that should not be an issue. So I'm going to take this. I've never taken the outer ring apart, but I don't believe it's very difficult. So I'm going to start by popping out the LED ring. Alright, so I just popped that out with my fingers. If it's tight, you might need to use a little screwdriver like this in the little slots that you have. And just to make it easier for me, you have two connectors here for your LEDs. I'm going to put a piece of tape on one pair, just to make sure I don't reverse them when I put it back together. It's a pretty easy way to prevent that from happening. Okay, so LED ring disconnected. And of course you need to make sure that you have, you're keeping track of which side is which. So this is my, this should be the motor side that I actually have right here. Or not the motor side, the controller board side is here. So the next thing you need to do is there's 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. These aren't Allen head, these are just normal Phillips head screws. And then there's just another series of clips here from what I saw that we have to release. Like I said, I've never popped these out, so I need to... Okay. Again, a little flathead screwdriver is good. You just kind of pop the little white part of the tab out just to release it, and then it comes off very easily. Okay, that's 4. That should be it. Missing one? I don't think so. Okay. Alright, so there, the ring is off. Yeah, it's super easy. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat this process on the other side. It should be identical, so you don't need to watch it again. Okay, just pop the other side off, the battery side. Again, very simple, not difficult at all. So now I'm going to be heading outside and set up my spray painting operation. Alright, just to keep things straight, and I think these look identical, but just for the hell of it, I put a B on the one on the piece from the battery side just to keep them straight. Just if I put them back where they went, even though, like I said, I don't think it really matters. Just got some old 4x4s here to get it off the ground. Plastidip, like anything, you want to make sure that you're shaking it well. Am I actually recording? It's hard to tell. Yes, I am. I'm going to shake it well. And if you wanted to be like really pro about this, you would take the time to like sand the plastic to get any imperfections out, but I don't. It doesn't matter that much to me. So in order to get the Plastidip to a thickness that you'd actually be able to peel it if you wanted to, I think you need to do between 4 and 6 coats. And when you're spraying it, it's like anything that you're painting, typically they want you to do light coats and like a 50% overlap. Just kind of short bursts. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just doing real short, quick bursts. I'm trying to get a solid first coat on here. Just make sure you have the piece elevated so you can get the edges. That's what you're going to see from the top. And right now, you can see some of the scratches and imperfections through the Plastidip, but as I put more coats on, that won't be the case. So I'm going to move this off and then start the other one. It dries pretty quick, so I shouldn't have to wait too long in between coats. On the can, it actually says wait 30 minutes in between coats, but I'm not waiting 30 minutes. The reason that you want to be quick and light with your spraying is so you don't have a glob of Plastidip or paint that runs. That's the reason that you go quickly and lightly. Okay, I got one coat on each, so I'll be back in a little while. Okay, it's probably been about 20 minutes or so. Figured that's long enough. I'm going to do coat number 2. And there's some thunder coming in, so I'm going to have to move this project indoors, I believe. Okay, that was my 4th coat. I've been waiting like 20 to 30 minutes in between. It's looking good. I like the color. Okay, just finished with my 5th coat, and that's good enough, I believe. Just gonna let them dry. They're supposed to dry 24 hours. I'll probably let them dry until tomorrow morning, and then I'll reinstall them. How you doing, Duff here? It's now the next day. I let the rings dry overnight. You'll see this is my now Hugger orange ring. So basically all I have to do is just reinstall it. So I'm going to line up those screw holes. I'm going to push until these tabs re-engage. I'm going to reinstall the screws. I did have one casualty. The screw mount that goes here broke for some reason. I'm not sure why. But it should stay in place fine with these 3 screws. If I were to guess, this probably was already stressed from the multiple impacts this thing suffered during my learning process. Yeah, it still feels solid enough. And then all that's left is to install my LED ring. Taking note of the connectors that I put tape on. Probably an easier way to do this is if you had like a colored marker or something, or a paint pen, just to put a mark across the connectors that go together, just to make it easier. And of course, if you get it wrong, it's easy enough to figure it out because you just reverse it and it's fixed, so it's not so bad. Okay, so I'm gonna push this back together. 1 and then 2. It's weird, like they numbered the harnesses coming out of the bot. There's a 1 and a 2 on them, but they didn't number the corresponding harnesses on the actual LED ring, which seems like a strange oversight. Alright, let's get this seated in here. Just want to make sure that the wires are pushed out of the way as much as possible. Push until stuff starts to click back in place. Okay. There you go. There's my Hugger Orange Ninebot One E Plus. Kind of looks cool. Really, the only eyesore yet is the bottom of this. It's so destroyed. I could probably do something with that too, but you know, just maybe repaint it or something, because that won't get scratched anymore either. But or maybe even if I put like carbon fiber tape over the whole thing, that'd be kind of cool. So I don't know, I'll do something with that eventually, maybe. But here's what it looks like in its finished state. Looks good, I like it. You know, my 2016 Tacoma is Inferno Orange. My 69 Firebird was Hugger Orange, and this is Hugger Orange again, and it looks good. It's not like a bright safety cone orange, it's a little deeper, so I think it looks sharp. So if you're looking to spice up your Ninebot One E Plus, here's a pretty simple way to do it. Until next time, Duffman out.